Hey everybody, it's your boy Bret. Just wanted to pop in before the show starts and say thank you so much for donating to that charity that we were running, Best Friends Animal Society. It's just, I'm floored. We made $410 over the course of a couple months, and it really means a lot that you guys care and took the moment to look at the charity and donate money and buy stuff off of our merch store, which it was super cool. So thank you so much for helping us out with that. Best Friends Animal Society, check them out. Like, seriously. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And enjoy the show. It's our 100th episode. And it's totally normal. Thanks, y'all. Bye. Welcome to Let's Die! Social 100 episodes. Taylor, can you give me a beat or something while I'm doing this? Help me out.
No, I can't.
Shit. This is a musical special. Listen to me sing now. Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Die. This is a show where we talk about impossible things, sometimes how to survive them, and we also play games sometimes. That's not this show. This show is 100 Biggins. 100 big time episodes. Hip hip hooray indeed. My name is Bret, the host of this show. I've been present for all 100 episodes. Never missed a one. And joining me today is our founder, the genesis of the creation of all this madness. Basically, she's like our mom on the show. She's the mom of the show. She's the patriarch of the show. She's the mad scientist growing us in a tube of the show. Her name's Taylor.
Hiya.
Hi. How you been, Tay?
Fine. How about you?
I'm here. Yay!
Woo.
Oh wow, 100 episodes. That is a lot. Like, that is a lot of content. Like, you can if you started from episode 1 and made it all the way up to this point, oh, bless your poor heart. I am so sorry. But also, like, why? How come you haven't left that review that I've been asking for 3-4 years, however long it's been? 3 years. Huh? Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Hi. How many episodes of Let's Die do you think you've listened to? You know what? Don't answer that.
How many I've listened to?
Yeah, don't worry
I know
about
that answer.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Taylor on the spot. Taylor on the spot. Putting you on the spot. See, that was an old segment from season 1 that we abandoned with very, very quickly.
It reminded me of Blue's Clues.
Yeah. Hey, so here's another segment that we moved on from so long ago. What you drinking?
I had a beer before, but I don't remember what it's called.
Excellent.
I will find out. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Run away.
While you're doing that, I will say what I'm drinking.
Good idea.
I'm drinking Estrella Damm from Barcelona. It is a beer that you said. I can't pronounce words. It's a beer that you gave me.
Yes, yes, I did.
Yep, it's actually, I'm almost out, honestly. I got a couple cans of the same type. I think it's the blonde one. I don't know what it's called, but I got like 4 cans of that, and then I'm out.
I was drinking Harpoon's Dragon Visa.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I think I left you some of those too.
You did, and I drank them pretty quickly. They did not survive, honestly. Like, I actually drank all the beer you gave me this time. Like, the last time you sent me a whole bunch of beer, it took me forever to drink them all. This time I made it through almost all of them.
Good to know.
Oh, goodness.
Time to give you more beer.
Yeah, it sure is. So yeah, that's us. Have you been up to anything new lately? Doing anything interesting, fun, enjoying quarantine?
I hate quarantine.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
home all the time by myself, hanging out, watching Naruto.
How far are you in Naruto?
Pretty far. There's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, I gave up about 3/4 of the way through because of filler episodes. I was just exhausted.
3/4 of the way through which show?
Maybe the first Naruto, like probably around episode 400 or something. I lost it. I just couldn't do it anymore because I kept waiting for the plot. I think Sasuke and Naruto had at this point. Let's see. I believe Sasuke was basically the lead dog, having overtaken Orochimaru or something like that. So Sasuke was the big bad now. And yeah, I think that's where it was left or something like that. But then there was like 30 filler episodes in a row that didn't advance the plot at all, and I gave up.
I mean, fair. There's a lot of episodes. Sounds like you sat through a lot of them.
I really did, because I really loved that show, and I just could not do it. I've been watching. What have I been watching? Let's see. Oh, I've been watching Tokyo Ghoul. It's really good. I don't know that it's gonna like unseat My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer for me, but I'm on like the 3rd season, and it's good. It's not my favorite, but it's good.
Good to know.
Yep. So yeah, 100 episodes. We're supposed to sing this whole thing. It's the musical episode, right?
No, I thought we scratched that idea.
Are you sure?
Thought so.
I don't know. I think we should do it. This is the point of the musical where you introduce yourself as the big bad evil guy and explain how you're going to take me, the hero, down.
What kind of musicals have you been watching?
I don't know. My name is Taylor. I'm going to kill the hero. Nothing you say and nothing you could do will stop me from butchering you. My name is Taylor. What's up with Wes? And then the camera cuts over to Wes, and he just goes, "Oh."
There's no camera. It's a podcast.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Look, I have been just absolutely exhausted lately. I have been traveling the world doing, shady podcast black ops, secret episode arts and erratic YouTube drops, tanking the career of every notable guest who ever appeared on this show. That's what I've been doing.
Hard work.
Yeah. What's been why don't you tell, it's been a while, so why don't you tell people a little about you, Taylor? Tell them why they should care about you. And be nice to yourself. I already knew what you were gonna do as soon as I opened my mouth.
Yeah, no. Hi, I'm Taylor. You shouldn't really care about me. I'm just another person.
That's bullshit. Everybody's special, and you're extra special. Double mint gum. No, like when we had an all right. So let's talk a little shop about the show, since it is the 100th episode. We had an argument. I think it was over Snapchat, like a text argument, not a real argument, but over what weapon is better suited to killing zombies. Is it swords or baseball bats?
Really not baseball bats?
It's absolutely baseball bats, but you said swords, I said bats. And it got, like, we went through this big, long thing of arguing back and forth the pros and cons of swords and bats. And you said, this should be a podcast. And then that stuck with me for some reason, I'm sure much to your chagrin. And I think, what was it? Do you think it was like a 6 months or a year or something? Like I molded over in my brain before I was like, you know what? I think this is something that I could learn to do.
No, I don't have a good memory, but I'll go with whatever you say.
Okay. Well, and yeah, and then I forcibly made you be on the podcast for almost all of season 1. I think you didn't miss an episode until like way late into the first season.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Ultimately, though, like, man, that's something I kind of regret about the show is doing seasons where like we take like a month and a half of a break in between them, you know, because you kind of lose a lot of steam by not just regularly putting out an episode every single week. But man, it's so much work. Like, yeah, I could like just slap together something, and I kind of do. Like, I'm not a fancy podcaster. Like, I don't have fancy software. Like, if I have to go bleep something out, it's not easy. It takes a considerable amount of work. Like, because I don't do this on a PC. I mean, I record the audio on the PC, but I don't. That's literally the only thing I do with a PC. So it's been difficult, and especially doing everything by myself, like all the art, all the social medias, everything is just me. Really, the only thing I do is I lean on guests as like a foil to myself, because it's just, you know, kudos to anybody that can do a one-person podcast, because I've heard some of those, and while those are great, like I can't ever imagine doing one myself. It's just, it sounds impossible to not have someone to bounce stuff off of. Taylor, I'm looking through here. Do. Say something. Something.
I failed. Sorry.
I'm trying to find. Okay, so you were on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you were on like the first like 10 or 11 episodes. There was like a little 13-minute thing where me and Jasmine bashed on the Meg, and then Wes did World of Warcraft, and then you came back on for like 3 or 4 episodes. And so, yeah, you pretty much most of season 1 is all you.
You should have just came up with a fancy like character death for me, like they do on soap operas.
No, thank you.
Rip me off the show.
No, thank you.
Say that I died in a horrible dishwashing accident.
Well, to be fair, I don't believe you ever came back to season 2. Yeah, you're not on a single episode in season 2.
That's nice, I guess.
No, it's not. I wanted you every time. Like, I wanted you on the show.
Roller skating, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wanted you on the show, but I also did not want to pressure you into doing the show. I didn't want you to do the show if, like, you're like, this is not something I want to do anymore. And I was always just like, you're welcome to. I always just wanted to leave that door open for you. And then season 3, I think I kind of like forced your hand, because I actually went to visit you and was like, hey, can we record a podcast while we're here? And that was the
yes.
that was the Titanic episode in season 3. Oh man, that episode specifically I thought was so funny, but the sound quality was so bad, like it was not good. I was experimenting with ways to do this on the road, and it didn't come out very well. But I mean, it's still there for people to enjoy. I thought, hey, like first ever podcast from the ocean, like being in the ocean that I'm aware of.
Oh, that's when you visited me in Florida?
Mm-hmm. No. That's when I visited you in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, we went to the beach in Rhode Island.
That's right. Yeah.
And you were terrified because you were a little baby.
I am a little baby. Florida was scarier, though. The water is so crystal clear, you can see everything.
Apparently, some people think that's a good thing. Some people think it's a bad thing.
It's bad when critters skitter around your feet.
Would you rather just feel them and not be able to see them?
If I can't, I don't know. Both are pretty bad. Both are really bad. So yeah, let's see. One thing that was like pretty, like we had a lot of like gags and stuff when we first started doing the show. One of them was like our love of Will Smith.
I mean, that's not a gag.
No, it's not. Like, it's a real thing, but it's like something that we brought up a lot. Like, it's still like he's still like the banner on our like Facebook page.
Oh, that's good. I approve.
Yeah.
I was having a debate with another friend yesterday because I found a list that ranked Will Smith's movies from worst to best, and I was not a fan of some of their commentary. It was
we need to
bad.
immediately stop what we're doing, and look up this list. All right. All Will Smith movies ranked as written by Rotten Tomatoes. Good gravy. Oh. So let me hang on. Taylor, do me a favor. Can you chat a little bit while I figure this out?
Chat? Chat about what? My love of Will Smith.
Sure.
Well, the list I looked at had Men in Black as the #1 movie, which, like, I'm not mad about. But it didn't have Shark Tale on the list at all.
What?
And I love Shark Tale. And I was just like, excuse me, what? How do you just leave it off the list completely?
This is a list from worst to best, and I don't know if this is the same list you saw. I guess we'll just see. And it is Rotten Tomatoes, and it's based off of their rating system. So, the worst movie by Will Smith is After Earth. That movie he did with his son, the sci-fi like action.
With his son.
Yeah, with his son Jaden. Which I actually kind of liked that movie. I don't know why he gets the hate he does. Next on the list is something called Winter's Tale, which I have no idea what that is.
Me neither.
Colin Farrell, Jessica Brown Finlay, Russell Crowe, and William Hurt.
It sounds like a Hallmark movie.
Set in a mythic New York City and spanning more than a century. Is a story of miracles. Oh, that sounds terrible. Collateral Beauty. Collateral Beauty is 14%. I don't know what that is either.
Man, they're not a fan of that movie at all. 14%?
Well, 17% is completely wrong, and that's Wild Wild West. That was a good movie. I will fight anybody.
It was a funny movie.
Bad Boys 2.
Love giant mechanical spiders.
Bad Boys 2 is next. Solid action movie. 7 Pounds. A very sad movie. Oh my God, Taylor, you will not believe what's next on this list.
Is it Shark Tale?
No, it's Gemini Man.
Gemini Man should have been last, okay?
Gemini Man is an innovative action thriller starring Will Smith, who is an elite assassin who is suddenly targeted by his handler via the use of clones.
Now, if you said Gemini Man was last on the list, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just gonna blow by that for the moment, and we're gonna blow through some more of these because I don't know how long this list is, but I don't want to spend 20 minutes.
30-ish movies.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. All right, that should be down towards the bottom, but not because of Will Smith. Like, I would argue that nothing I've ever seen of Will Smith is bad on Will Smith's part. Bright. I really liked Bright. Made in America. I don't know what that is. Shark Tale at 36%. Yeah. So then followed by Hancock. I enjoyed that one. The original Bad Boys. Bagger Vance, which I have not seen. That's the one where he's a golfer. Then you have iRobot, which is a classic.
Yep.
I say it's a classic, but it came out in 2004, which is when I was in high school. So, I'm very sad now. Focus was in 2015. Focus, that was with Margaret Robbie. Focus is very notable. Do you know why that is?
Because it made you focus.
I'm sorry?
I don't know.
Oh, that's the movie that I met Will Smith while I was working on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's a reason why I freaking love Will Smith. It's because I met the dude and he's fucking awesome.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I was an extra on the movie Focus, and I got to meet him briefly and shake his hand, which was super duper cool. Actually, I'll tell that story real quick um because it's
Because you like talking
kind of
about Will Smith.
well, it kind of happened by accident. So like they needed people of a certain height, and no one was the exact height they needed. So they just grabbed a few bodies that were close, um, and they led us to a place. And there's one of the actors of the movie, and he didn't have any lines that I'm aware of in the actual. Like by the time it was the movie was all cut together and stuff, but after like the scene with him and Will, I was standing next to him, and where I had been talking to him like in between takes and stuff, like we'd been talking the whole time pretty much. Then Will came in, they did their scenes together, and then I told that guy, I basically shook that guy's hand, like we locked eyes. I was coming towards it because it was a wrap, right? It was the end of the shooting for the day, and I went up to say bye to him, and we kind of had had our hands out to shake each other's hands to say bye to one another. And Will Smith literally walks in between us, cuts us both off, and we both kind of just froze. And he stops like shoulder to shoulder with the other guy, but facing me, and he steals the handshake that was for me from the guy and says, "Oh man, you did a great job." So I'm already mid frozen handshake, and I don't know what to do. Like if I screw this up, like I could never work in the industry again. So I finish it off. I go in and I shake the dude's hand and I say what I'm gonna say to him, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going for it," and I just went and held my hand out to Will Smith and told him, "Good job, you're awesome." And he grabbed my hand, which by the way, his hand is 10 times the size of mine, and he shook my hand vigorously and patted me on the shoulder, and we talked for a brief moment, and it was awesome. So, very nice guy. And throughout the whole shoot, he was nice to everybody. Especially like, and it was really nice because it was August, and so a tattooed individual such as myself, spoiler alert, I have tattoos all over myself. We have to wear like long sleeves all the time. So in August in New Orleans, it was hot, it was awful, it's disgusting. And he goes up there and he just brightens your day, makes it fun. Anyway, Aladdin's next. Never saw it. Concussion. Independence Day, arguably his greatest film achievement, I think. Welcome to Earth. Taylor, you can stop me anytime you want to talk about any of these.
No, that's okay. I mean, everyone likes watching Will Smith punch aliens in the face.
Yeah, for sure. Did you see where like Trump used in the Independence Day speech like as part of his own propaganda?
I did not, but
yeah,
that sounds interesting.
Well, I guess a fan of Trump like animated his head over Bill Pullman's head as the president giving that speech, but it's Bill Pullman's voice, and Trump retweeted it. It was bizarre.
It sounds like it.
It's fucking weird. That got 66%. After that is Ali, The Pursuit of Happiness, Hitch.
I like Hitch.
Hitch is good. Men in Black 3 at 68%. I Am Legend, never saw it. Dog Death, can't watch it. Enemy of the State, which if I recall, that was his like first big movie. I saw it once, but that was a long time ago. Bad Boys for Life, 77%. Spies in Disguise, I have not seen that. That's the one where he turns into a pigeon. I definitely need to see that. Where the Day Takes You. Have you heard of that?
Nope.
It's from 1992.
I wasn't born yet.
What? Oh, I was. 6 Degrees of Separation, appropriate for a pandemic. And can you guess what the best Will Smith movie of all time is, according to Rotten Tomatoes?
I mean, it sounds like it has to be Men in Black, because I haven't heard that yet.
It is Men in Black, 1997, 92%.
I love Men in Black.
Tommy Lee Jones. It's a great, here come the Men in Black. I don't know the rest of the words. But that alien had a sexy voice.
I just like to
Anyway,
bug.
why were we talking about Will Smith again? I don't remember. Oh, we were just talking about stuff about the show's past.
There's never a bad time to talk about Will Smith.
No, there's not. We're still waiting for him to save us. Yeah, like we were just talking about stuff from the old stuff for the show since it's the 100th episode and all. Yeah. And then we got off on a huge tangent about Will Smith. But as with all these shows, that probably the hardest part about it, short of scheduling people, because that's always like the worst part, is just trying to find time with people, especially if you have multiple people that want to be on the same show, or if I would like to have multiple people on the same show because I know that they're an authority on that. It's difficult to get everyone together most of this. Sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of the times it can be a huge pain. So like all these episodes have like a theme, you know, every episode is about something. It's not like a talk show where we just talk about our lives. I think if we did that, like some other shows do, like what would we have to say, Taylor, if the show was literally just what we did over the course of the last week? Went to work, cut the grass,
Went for a run. Donated blood.
Yeah. Like I don't think my life is interesting enough to work that. Yeah. Yeah, play video games, doing that. Yeah. So yeah, this episode also has a theme. And as so often it is, it's usually movie or video game or TV, pop culture. It's always pop culture almost. And we watched a movie, Taylor.
We did?
We did. We watched a movie called Gemini Man.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We did.
That
you know, it's not a secret on this show, as you could tell by now, that we love him, and Will Smith, that is, and we often begged him to save us. So after watching this, I think we needed to take some time to save Will. Big Will. Whoa, like, when I first saw the trailer for this, I said, "Oh my God, it's current day Will Smith versus young Will Smith. Like, there's no way this movie can be anything short of the greatest movie of all time, Taylor." You remember how hype I was, right?
No.
Okay, great. I went so far as to even like make a Facebook group to go see Gemini Man, and I invited
You did do that.
I did. I invited almost my entire friend list, and I had RSVPs. I had RSVPs from people that I didn't necessarily like want to go to the theater with at the same time. Does that make sense?
You just had too many people invited.
Yeah, well, it's like, oh, hey, person A, this is am I gonna have to introduce some of these people? Like, hey, person A, this is person B. You're both women that I hooked up with on Tinder. Hi. Yeah, like stuff like that. I was like, oh, but yeah, luckily that fell through. Mostly because the release date really snuck up on me, and I'm like, holy shit, tomorrow is Gemini Man. And then the main people that I wanted to go with, my family, were like, oh, we can't go, blah blah blah. One thing led to another, had to postpone it, and it never happened. We never got around to seeing it. And then finally, during the pandemic, during the quarantine, finally had the opportunity to I just bought off of Amazon, and I believe I spent $30 on the 4K version. Can't help but feel like I got robbed. It really has, like, it looks great in 4K. It's probably the best looking movie I own, hands down, except for young Will's face is a thing of nightmares. It's a creature from beyond the depths of hell that it takes you out of the movie at every last
time you see it.
every time you see young Will. And I mean, he's not like he's on there just very little. He's like the main character. It's starring Will Smith, co-starring Will Smith, and it is just bad. Like, oh, like for some reason, Ang Lee decided to go full CGI on Will. Like, you think that they would have just like made Will, like current Will, wear like one of those little green dot things on his face so that they could de-age him and he'd just act out all the scenes, but they decided to not do that. They decided to just fully 100% CGI young Will in and then have Big Will do the voice of Lil Will. I'm saying Will an awful lot. Uh, hey, Taylor.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Hey, can you talk about what you thought of the movie for a minute? There is a dumpy-looking guy on a motorcycle with sunglasses in my driveway.
What? What? Okay.
Yeah, hang on. Just talk about the movie. I'll be right back, okay? And anything you hear is totally normal and natural.
Even if I hear screaming and gunshots, I guess it's yes.
Hey, turn that motorcycle down. Hey, you shut up.
Totally normal. Not concerned at all. Yep. I'm sure that's the other guy. Bret. Hey, Bret. You okay, Bret?
Okay, I'm back. Oh man, that was.
He's fine.
What was happening? What were you saying?
I said I was sure it was the other guy.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. You're fine.
Oh,
We
okay.
missed
So
you.
Will Smith was so good at his job that his handler had him cloned and raised the clone like his own son. Spoiler alert, we're spoiling the fuck out of this bad movie. Taylor, you have a background in science, don't you?
Yes. Ish.
Would a clone retain at the genetic level the skills to make them a good assassin or podcast host?
No. Probably not. They would need training and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, Lil Will got all the training from the handler, but that's one thing. Like, he could have got just any old kid and raised him to be like superiorly physically fit, but he had some real issues with Big Will, didn't he? He's like,
for real.
You're the greatest assassin we ever had, so we're gonna clone you, Boba Fett style. That's weird.
I agree. That's a weird concept.
It really is. It's really like thinking about it now. It's kind of paper thin too. It assumes that somehow at the genetic level is retained the abilities to be the world's perfect assassin.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Highly doubtful.
So it's not, you wouldn't even say even remotely plausible.
I mean, I think that's all nurture over nature. I mean, sure, like physique and stuff, but like how hard is it to find someone with a really good physique? Like,
Yeah, and I understand. And seeing as how you're smarter than me, I'm going to take all your words for it all. Hey, Taylor, can you hang on like a second? There is an angsty teenager with a bowl cut, acne, and a major self-esteem issues trying to get my attention. Can you just hold on 1 second?
bring a baseball bat.
Okay, hang on.
I'm sure he'll be right back. Everything is fine. This is completely normal.
Christ! I'm back. Fuck. That was.
Hi.
Hey, I'm back. Oh, there it was. Jesus Christ. This. Sometimes your best laid plans turn into a shitty movie, Taylor, and the same is true for podcasts. You click fight sound effects and you just get a cat and fucking roll with it. Oh, man. I'm okay, I promise. I promise.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm fairly certain. Although I kind of want to click crazy koala fight.
I feel like that would sound terrible.
Yeah, let's find out, shall we?
These guys aren't that fight. I saw a sign. They just push each other until one gives up. Look how slow he's attacking.
Okay.
Not a fan.
You maybe just scream at each other. Oh, please go away.
This is the most boring.
Oh, gosh. What were we doing? Oh, we were talking about Gemini Man. Look, I'm sorry about this abortion of a show, Taylor, and wasting your valuable time throughout the years with maintaining my ambition and my friendship. So I apologize on behalf of myself, Pod Dog Productions, Let's Die, formerly the His vs. Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast Survival Comedy Evolved, and Pokemon After Darkrai. That's an official apology that you can print out, hang it on your wall.
Are you sure there wasn't anyone you missed?
That's all the places that I represent.
Oh, okay.
I guess my family, second of my name. I guess.
You guess.
So, before, we're going to take a break here in a minute, Taylor. Before we run too long. But before we do that and we go on to the next segment, can you ruminate on the podcast and how it's affected you? Do you feel like I'm just an annoying old man who wants you to just do just one more job?
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. You nailed it.
Like I'm just an old, sort of government agent that just cannot let go of you. Like I need you to just constantly do that one more thing. Just one more thing.
Yes.
Okay.
You've nailed it.
Hey, Taylor, hang on. There's a child with fucked up teeth and an annoying voice that just walked into my room.
Is it me?
Take that! Fuck you! Little bitch!
This is also completely normal.
Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing with that gun? Hi, Taylor.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Bret with one T. I like Wolverine and Spider-Man.
Who you know?
Yes. We'll be right back to Let's Die after this break.
All right, Bugs Bunny.
Hey everybody! Oh hey everybody! Welcome back to Let's Die, home of the failed bits. This is a show, 100 episodes. It's the musical podcast that you'll love for your life, even after I'm long and dead in the ground. You can listen back to this part of my life and wonder why I didn't die much sooner. Bum, 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 bum. I'm back. It's me, regular old 35-year-old me. I took care of that kid clone. Woo, that was a close one. It's hard being constantly beset by assassin podcast hosts. What can I say? When you're this damn good at what you do, doesn't matter that you fuck up the sound effects and let the jokes fall flat on their faces. Taylor, welcome back.
Hi.
Are you ready for a scenario? Sometimes we do a little scenario on the show and figure out how we do.
Sure, I guess.
Enthusiasm. I love it.
You always count on me.
Taylor, you were traveling the world after retiring from being an amazing friend to me. I select a city at random from a random number. I'm sorry, excuse me. Let me start over. I have selected a list of cities from a random city generator of places for you to go to in retirement. You may pick one of the following: Abu Dhabi, Wuhan, Mexico City, or Chicago. And I legit went through a random city generator and got Wuhan.
So those are my choices.
Those are your choices.
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Taylor, oh no, I know exactly where you're going with this. Taylor, you're sitting down in a Mexican restaurant in Mexico City eating a platter of tacos.
Okay.
So instead of like you going there to get the tacos, I'm just starting you off and the adventure there. Doing what you do best, what you love best, eating tacos. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
I know. That was a great episode. The season, what was it? Season 3? The Purge cast? What a great episode. You spent the entirety of the Purge eating tacos. And somehow survived.
How else would I spend it?
You survived every roll, like you rolled high whenever, like you were moments from death, just chose to stand there and eat tacos and still survived. But I digress. Taylor, during the course of this game, you may choose to fly to 2 other cities that I have already previously listed in order to escape. So, Taylor, you're eating tacos right now in this restaurant in Mexico City. Would you like to do anything?
Continue eating my tacos, obviously. In peace.
Actually, you go to put a taco in your mouth, but it falls apart in your hand and dissolves. Because apparently, let's see. Ooh. You've now noticed, because of this, that the tacos on your platter were poisoned with acid. Thus the dissolve.
Don't poison me. That's not nice.
No, it's not. Do you want to do anything? Your tacos have been ruined.
Can I get some more tacos that are not poisoned?
You ask the waiter to bring you more tacos that aren't poisoned, and he takes offense, and in a harump, just walks out and leaves. So now there's no waiter. Apparently, he was upset that you said his tacos were poisoned. He must have took it the wrong way.
I mean, he didn't cook them.
I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe this is a small mom and pop shop.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Are you sure we're not in France?
Nope, we're not. Do you want to do anything?
I I mean, so someone's trying to kill me, I guess, right? If they're poisoning my tacos.
Maybe.
Or maybe it was just a one. The tacos were meant for someone else. I just happened to get the acid tacos.
Are you trying to investigate this? Are you trying to suss this out? Okay.
Yes.
You notice at the edge of the platter there is drippy acid bits, and you notice that droplets of it go all the way back to the kitchen. You follow these droplets to the kitchen, and you find the actual cook. There was a cook back there. He's dead. And you see a empty bottle of acid poison on the countertop. And you see the back door is wide open.
Gotcha. I guess let's go out the back door and see if we see anything.
You walk out the back door and you see a young lady with dark hair. She's wearing sunglasses and she's on a motorcycle, and she looks at you, but you can't quite make out her face. And she gives the little eye gesture where she points at both of her eyes and then points at you.
Got it. So she's watching me.
That's correct.
You said I have an option to go to another country.
If you can escape, if you can get
I can escape.
I know. She pulls out a gun.
But she was watching me, not shooting me.
Well, with her other hand, she just pulled out a gun.
Do I have any weapons?
Let's find out.
Okay.
You have an assault rifle with one clip strapped across your back. Thank you, RNG gods.
Do I have any hot sauce left from the restaurant?
You know what? Maybe that's why the waiter ran, because of he thinks someone just took offense at his taco joint and who had an assault rifle strapped to her back.
I can see how that might be a little disconcerting.
Yeah. Hey, bring me more tacos. What were you wanting to do?
I was asking if I had any hot sauce left over from my tacos that I didn't eat. You
have all the hot sauce left over because you didn't get to eat your tacos. You have a bowl of hot sauce. No packets.
I want to flash my hot sauce in response to them flashing their gun at me.
Holy shit, nat 20. Okay, so the glare of the sunlight hits the top of the bowl, the contents of the bowl. The delicious inferno of hot sauce somehow is infused into the sunlight. The beam flashes this evil person in the eyes. Even though she's wearing sunglasses, it happens to distract her momentarily. The gun goes off in her hand, and the bullet ricochets around in such a way that it punctures the front tire of her motorcycle.
All right. Now we get to approach like a badass.
Well, hang on.
We totally meant for that to happen.
In response to this, she revs the motorcycle, goes into a wheelie, and then jumps off the back of it and lets go so that the motorcycle rockets towards you like a missile.
Can I move out the way?
No. You attempt to move out of the way, but unfortunately the motorcycle is going to graze you, and it's going to hurt. You take 4 points of damage from that, so your left arm hurts. Like, it's not broken, but it hurt like a bitch. Like, any more to the left or the right would have probably been, or any more to the direction of the bike would have been very, very painful, possibly fatal.
Well, that's perfect. My left arm is actually hurt, so cool.
You attempt to walk like a badass towards her, however...
I slip and fall.
No, not that bad. However, she's still somewhat blinded from the hot sauce light. So she doesn't see you do it. So it doesn't affect her.
Well, that's sad.
If anyone were watching you, they would be intimidated and go, "Whoa, what a badass!"
But no one's around to see. That's so sad.
That you know
Wasted opportunity.
That you know of.
I guess.
Mm.
Could have creeps watching from the shadows and rolling dice.
Maybe. Who can say for sure? What would you like to do now? Because she's still blinded.
Go up to her and take her gun.
Even though she's somewhat blinded, she senses you reaching for her gun, and instead she pistol whips you.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Right in the chest. Ouch. It absolutely hits, sending you backwards. You take 6 points of damage. Now your chest hurts and your left arm hurts. Need I remind you, you have an assault rifle.
What am I supposed to do with that? Assault her with it?
Maybe.
That sounds not nice. Maybe she just wants to talk.
She clearly does not want to talk. She tried to poison you. She tried to hit you with a motorcycle, and she's about to try and shoot you.
Okay, can I get ready to use my gun that I have? I guess.
Like an expert. You attempt to remove it from your back, but you fumble it, and it just clatters on the ground.
Sounds about right.
She's, however, going to raise her pistol. And she is going to successfully fire it at you.
Oh, that's cool.
It's going to hit you.
Woo!
Deal 5 points of damage. So the bullet wings your right arm. So now your right arm is almost disabled. Oh, God. Your left arm is hurt. And your chest hurts. It's not looking very good.
Ask her to aim for my legs next.
What the fuck, Taylor? You're not saying that. Do you notice anything about her?
No.
Nah. Fuck it.
Can I just run away?
Nat 20. You throw the hot softball at her head. It hits her square in the face. She screams, but then after a moment goes, I love tacos. In this moment, you have officially escaped. You may now fly to any of the countries that we've already listed. Abu Dhabi, Wuhan, or Chicago.
I guess let's go hit up Abu Dhabi.
All right, your plane lands in Abu Dhabi. You are in the airport, and you see I assume they have shawarma there. You're getting some delicious shawarma tacos.
I love shawarma. Shawarma was so good.
Yep. You want to do anything?
I mean, eat some shawarma if they have it.
Wow. As you go to put a big old scoopful of shawarma in your mouth, your eating utensil dissolves because there was acid poison in the shawarma.
Gosh darn it. Poison.
It was literally the exact same roll as the tacos. You just want to eat your
Why
food.
can't they just let me eat?
Just let me have my food. Do you want to do anything?
Order more shawarma.
Nat 20. You successfully order more shawarma. This time, the shawarma arrives. It is not acid, even though you can't exactly tell if it's not acid. You end up eating it anyway, and it turns out it's just not acid. So
that's perfect.
Your belly is 100% full. You're fully healed, and you're ready to go. A motorcycle comes crashing in through a glass pane of wall in the airport. It's the attractive young lady with the dark hair and the sunglasses again. She's brandishing a pistol, and she appears to be after you. However, when she crashed through the window, she forgot that this is not no fucking action movie. That was a fucking window, and she fell off the motorcycle and got cut up a bit.
How is TSA letting this happen? Or the Abu Dhabi version of TSA? Like, I feel like they have security measures to prevent people from riding their motorcycles through a window at the airport.
They are currently eating shawarma, so they're kind of busy.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Just wondering, you know?
However, they're all instantly alerted the moment the motorcycle runs through the glass. So she managed to distract them with yummy shawarma somehow and poison yours up until the point she fucked up and ran through the glass pane with the motorcycle. They are all alerted, and they are all armed, and they're about to take her down. Do you want to do anything?
Cheer them on.
Say that again.
Cheer them on.
Cheer them on.
Yeah, you go, security guards.
Yeah, you do that. They also notice that you have a assault rifle strapped to your back, and
gosh darn it!
About
how did I get through airport security?
Nearly half of security has turned their weapons onto you, so you're both kind of in a pickle here. What do you want to do?
Slowly put my assault rifle on the ground.
Success. You successfully do that. They're shouting in a language that I don't know or understand. And let's see. You're not fluent, but you get the impression they want you to put the gun down, which you are doing, but they're very panicked. The other Taylor reaches a hand out to you in this moment and whips her sunglasses off, revealing that she's you, Taylor.
Well, I mean, you did call her the other Taylor, so...
Oops, my bad. She... no, I fucked up the reveal. She's a younger version of you, Taylor. Now, can you gasp for me, like I just told you?
No way.
And she says, we should work together.
Nah, fam.
Yeah, that fails, and the almost little over half of the security guards begin to fire upon her.
Okay, cool.
They shred her pretty mercilessly with bullets, but she's not dead. Like, she gets clipped a bunch of times. Let's see. Her body armor, however, fails to prevent serious... So she's very seriously hurt. She's not dead. Very, very hurt. She manages to drag herself behind a pillar for some temporary reprieve. What are you doing?
Can I get on a plane to China?
Nat 20. You just say...
Yeah.
You just kind of shrug and walk away, and during the hail of gunfire against the other Taylor, you manage to just walk onto a plane and you go to Wuhan. You land, you check into your hotel, and the restaurant is in fact open. Yeah, you go in there, but they say that they're not going to serve you because they've had a rash of acid poison, like meals. Like someone's been poisoning all their meals, but they've been catching it. So they're closed until they can figure out what's going on there. So you go to Disneyland China, and there you go to the Epcot Center in China and go around the world and drink many beverages. And eventually you get to Mexico City, Epcot Center, China, where they have tacos. And you successfully order and bite into a taco.
That's impressive.
When you are suddenly approached by an older man with shoulder-length hair. He's shaven. He's wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket.
Nice.
He's tattooed up one side of his arm and his chest, and he's got a D20 in his hand. Not that that's important. Taylor, you're the best agent I ever had. Please come back to the agency where you can do more agent stuff.
Nah, I'm good.
You successfully convinced him to eat a taco with you.
Sounds good.
And he promptly retires from the Secret Service business. Just for fun, let's see if the other Taylor died. No, she survived and was arrested.
Okay,
So,
that's
yeah.
fine.
The end. Taylor, good job. You survived Gemini Man.
Woo!
Gemini Taylor.
But
So
I'm
yeah.
an Aquarius.
I hope you had fun. Listener, I hope you had fun too. Please do the thing I always tell people to do that never do. And rate, review the podcast. It really helps the show. I don't know. It means a lot to me because I think it's fun. And I don't do it for the clicks, but I do it for the laughs. And I do it to spend time with the people I care about. Thank you for 100 episodes. Appreciate, even if this is your first one, whether it's your first one, your 50th one, your 10th one, or your 100th one, whatever. Gosh, I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone who ever bought a shirt, anyone who ever left a review, whoever chuckled at one of our dumb, stupid jokes. My only goal was to entertain people and, achieve immortality. And, specifically, I would be remiss if I did not single out some people. Dave Claus, What's Up with Wes? Wes, what's up? Char McGargar, Mike Abbey, Tyson Dang, Savannah and Hannah, Bananas, Jacob, Lore Master Adam, Hi Mom, Sorry Dad, Nicodemus Rex, Kim Burns, Matt Blaker, Bruce and Olivia, Psychotic Jameson Dill, Chris who can't shoot, Zoe who can't fail, Aaliyah, and anyone else I might have missed who's ever appeared on the show. Dear listener, you too, thank you. And thank you, Taylor. Would not be here without you. You're my best friend and I love you. Holy moly, fuck. That was a lot. But happy 100, Taylor. This is the part of the show where you're like, here's to 100 more, but I probably not. Unless Will Smith saves us.
Good luck with that.
Please, Big Will. Save us. You know what, Taylor?
No. What?
Anything you want to say before we call her quits?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Tune in next week when we do a thing. Actually, I'll tell you right now what we're going to do. This is highly irregular. I don't want you all to think just because this is the 100th episode that this is the last one. Oh, next week, Taylor, is an RPG episode featuring yourself and Wes.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah, it will. So tune in next week for that very special after school special. We'll see you then. And, Taylor, if we're going to get canceled.
Let's get canceled in style.
Yeah, baby! Oh, that's my favorite. Bye, everybody.
Bye.